With the rising cost of living, company closures and mass layoffs in Poland, and a record budget deficit, Donald Tusk's government's new idea seems ridiculous. This is the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Administration's draft of a law on migrants. The bill provides for the introduction of a cash payment for assistance for the reintegration of foreigners upon their return to their country of origin. And what is the goal? To increase the motivation of third country nationals to return to their country of origin by encouraging them to stay in their country of origin with the aim of reducing repeat migration. In short, the government will pay migrants to leave Poland and return to their country of origin. Such an instrument is being used. Nothing is a foregone conclusion in these matters. This idea is a dangerous absurdity and hellishly unjust because Poland cannot and should not pay those who were dumped here by the Germans to maybe kindly go back to where they came from. After all, we are well aware of cases of illegal immigrants being illegally deposited in Poland. In June, German police took an Afghan family of 5 to Osinów-Odolny in West Pomerania without consulting Polish authorities. Germany says it has nearly 40,000 such migrants from around the world that it could potentially send back to Poland. Germany can send illegal migrants back to Poland under the readmission mode, which is the ability to send a newcomer back to the country from which they came. However, it seems that they send them all to Poland, regardless of whether they came from there or other countries. And yet, in 2 years, the Migration Pact will come into force. According to the calculations of the Ordo Iuris Institute, Poland will be flooded by a wave of not the EU-planned 30,000, but even 100,000 migrants per year. The consequences could be disastrous, as can be seen in the example of Germany. At the moment, the Federal Republic of Germany is not able to cope with this problem. It is not able to cope with this problem financially, and above all, it is not able to cope with the increasing crime. And this crime is of the worst kind: organized crime, murders, rapes, and attacks with knives, for example. This happens several times a day in Germany. In May, in the center of Mannheim, Germany, an Afghan immigrant attacked a man on the street with a knife, injuring a total of 6 people. The attack resulted in the death of a 29-year-old police officer. As a result, the government's bill could be downright dangerous for Poles. Paying illegal immigrants to leave Poland is intended to encourage them to come for financial support. Meanwhile, Minister Tomasz Siemoniak speaks of dilemmas. I think that people, citizens, are not quite aware of how much it costs to keep legal and illegal migrants in Poland, and that many countries facing such a dilemma have decided to give them money to leave. Lithuania, for example, has introduced such a solution. Migrants who voluntarily decide to return to their country of origin receive €1,000 each. Translated, that's almost 4,500 zloty. The Polish Ministry of Internal Affairs and Administration is not talking about the amount of the so-called support for now. This is the opening of a transaction channel which will make Poland an excellent target for various smuggling projects of various psychopaths. They are constantly preparing for the mass reception of migrants, and only after the presidential elections will they say that something is obvious, that something has been prepared and will certainly be implemented. They will lie until the last day. Instead of wondering whether to keep illegal immigrants in Poland or to pay for their departure from the country, it might be worthwhile to reevaluate the migration policy known as Herzlich Willkommen.